Guess we're gonna find out. Oh, it's gonna do the thing where it did the cached video. There we go. Okay. Child of Perdition wonders if it's live or recorded. I understand your skepticism, but we're live. Biggs and Walk Sean is here, potentially also going to the park. Nice. Except you live like in another time zone, so by the time you're here, I'll probably be gone. But I see RJ, Ambrose, always morning for Ambrose. Victoria Morrison, Hank P. Baron the Jardine. David Ballmer. So what I never knew. Toilet Salesman is here. Lee, Yvette Rivera. Did I miss Perfectly Candid? Hello. Bernie T. Tiger Lily, TFR. Thomas Stytown, hello. Roberto Ortiz, hi. Allie in Massland, hello. Stephen Friedman, afternoon. We're almost there. We're going to start with Bryant Park. We want to be, they only opened at noon, so you want to be there, 4 hours after. Catch it as early as we can. Let's see. Lizzie Banks, Steve Parkhurst. Let's see. Let's wait and cross. Robert Sparger, Roxanne with a $5 super chat, right at the tip off, jump ball, whatever. Or both. But thank you, Roxanne, for the support. Very much appreciated. All right, let's keep moving. Stephen, are you live? Good evening, John Winsborough, Poober, Robert T. Where am I? There I am. Bill from Florida. Leon, hello. Who's so-and-so? Aloha. 60 degrees or high 50s. I don't know what it is, but I got my vest on. I got my shorts on still. We're pushing shorts till the end. And hello again, Roxanne. Thank you for your support. Hawk Viajante, hello. Michelle K, hi. Adine W, hello. Little G, hello. Luke Skywalker, welcome back.
Oh yeah, do you want to come to box seats with us?
I do want to go to the box seats. 100% pre-recorded. I just predicted everything that would happen. Okay, I'm making a move here. The oncoming traffic was making it really hard to actually swing around. But there we go. Posture check is always important. Early and always. Thank you, Michelle K. But yes, hi again, just right. Okay, entering the Winter Village. Just opened today at noon, October 24th. It's winter. That's why I'm wearing shorts. All the shops should be open. I don't know, look, they were cutting it close. We were here on Monday. They were still doing a lot of setup work, They had to not only just build this stuff, but then all the vendors have to move in and set up. So they had to have finished, I don't know when they finished actually doing the booths, maybe by Tuesday? And then the vendors could have come in Wednesday? I don't know, somebody must have known. But it's open. Tori, very nice day. Hello. Okay, this is interesting. They have our poncho shop. What I find interesting here is this is the nicer scaffolding, and they're using it to store a bunch of the electronics and things controlling something here. But this is the fancier scaffolding you sometimes see along Fifth Avenue. I got distracted by it because I found it interesting that it was just sitting there. I haven't seen that in prior years, so maybe this is just how they're doing it this year. Svetlana Poe, hello. We'll get the first glimpse of this skating rink, as we plop through here. A lot of clothes available. They have a Christmas shop, so Christmas is here. Uh-oh, the music. I'm gonna go noise suppression for a little bit just in case. The hole is here, and looks like they're still working on things, but this is where the tree's gonna go. The tree's gonna go right here. The Zamboni's running right now at the rink. Still Bank of America, BOFA sponsored, BOFADs. I can't tell, is the rink any bigger? Does it seem wider this year? Nah, it's probably the same width. I don't know why it looks a little wider to me from this end. I think it's the same length. I don't know. Same width. Yes, Christmas in New York is here. Right, I'll turn off noise suppression for a little bit as I'm facing away from the from there. They got a whole box of puzzles. Paintings by Ivani. Handmade Body Emporium, Miss T across the way. Manor Sangria. Ooh. Oh, they have a bunch of just bottled sangria ready to go. Bagels and Walk Sean, you know what to do. You gotta get your sangria while you're down here. Gotta get a sangria. Very cool. Manor Sangria. Jules by Atlantis on the left. I don't know if that's gonna work. No chewing allowed. That's that melt in your mouth chocolate company. I wonder how they're getting power to all these. There must be outlets in here somewhere. I don't know if they're using, maybe they are using generators, but is that what they're storing under the scaffolding? Maybe. The Lodge is here. I don't know if it's still called the Lodge this year. This is the full directory of the shops. Yeah, it is still called the Lodge. I'll let you guys look at it for a second while I catch up on chat. Ooh. I don't need to rush. So we're okay. Florian, hi. Travis, hello. Maybe one day, Justin. Sheila, hello. Cat Yellow. Meow. They just opened it today. Wait, they brought the tree in for Rockefeller Center? Did they do that already? That seems a little early. Because it's a whole event. It usually comes in on a Saturday or Sunday, I think. Zamboni's still going. All right, let me... What is on the left? I think I missed it. Oh, that's like a line for something. I think it's if you want maybe seating or something. I don't know, but I'm not gonna. As you know, we don't wait in lines. Well, that looks like a bad idea. All right, I guess I am gonna go noise suppression again for a little bit, just in case of the music. The bar is here. You got your drinks. You got your show. That is the ice skating rink, and you do have some sports videos playing inside. No, I guess it's the same size it usually is. There's the same amount of space between the lodge and the rink, right? I don't know. I can't say the word skate. Uh-oh, that was the last time for a little while. Favorite booth is probably Metal Park. That's what it's called, Metal Park. They're the ones that do the like aliens with reclaimed metal. Happy Tappy, hello. My Soul Code Retirement, hi. West Penn Gardner, hello. Ghost Dog, hi. Haley can't read it. Uh-oh. Well, it was in 4K, so if you can turn on 4K, it might be more legible. The tree comes in November 8th, says Ambrose. So whoever said the tree is at Rockefeller needs to double check. Uh-oh, we can't say the word rink either now. Okay, gotta do that. All right. Let's go through. Trying to figure out the most strategic way to do it. I guess we'll come back to the food options here. We'll do this. We'll do the north end of the park first. North? Yeah, north end of the park. Let's see if it's any more walkable. This is probably one of the more walkable times that it's going to be, except for, when it's all closed, like early morning or something. Should have brought the 360 camera out today. Oh well, maybe next time. Yeah, the only thing I'll say is when declaring something very confidently, just be sure it's correct before you make a statement claiming it's true, especially if it's very confidently stated. You gotta check yourself before you wreck yourself, in the famous words. Anyway. Just stars. They really only have just stars. It's kind of interesting. Okay, like tree toppers and things, soap and paper.
Do what? Yes.
I'm trying to not think anything about ice and devices that have blades on them. They have a whole pigeon booth, pigeon by pigeon. Yeah, like pretty much. Oh yeah, we do have 4K enabled on ours. Sometimes your computer won't run it, or even if you have lower resolution than 4K and your computer can handle it, you might still get a sharper image. It can maybe read some of the text that would otherwise not be visible. VV sun, natural olive wood, all sorts of utensils and trays and plates. Natural artisans of New York. Oh, they got a whole booth of macarons. Declan, more clothes. Looks like they have child sizes as well. And then we saw the no chewing allowed. Okay, so I think we saw up to around here. So I'll swing around at NYC Touch, Chalant Candles, all odd designs. Yeah, today is the first official day of Winter Village, brought to you by Bofa. Bofadies. No, there was a fire in the booths last year. I forget exactly what they determined in the end, but yes, one of the booths did burn. They might have taken more than one down with it, but I'm assuming they probably took increased precautions. I mean, not that they didn't the first time, it's just once it does happen, then everything changes. Hopefully for the better, sometimes for the worse. Thompson and Bleecker, all the way on the end here. Nope, swing around. Nirvana Designs. Hats, gloves, and things. Get through here. All right, now I'll walk down the other side. Oops. George H., hello. It wasn't the candle shop, no. I don't remember what shop it was, though. We'll probably have to look up some articles on that. All right, let's go down the right side. It looks like they built it up a little more this year. Actually, what's behind us first? Let's look there before we start. This is Mogu table, and Circo. Oh, they got cool little like soup spoons and chopstick holders at this one, and chopsticks. This one looks like a little fun shop. Anyway,
I'll see you there. Thank you so much.
on the right is the truffleist. They got truffles and everything. I wonder if they have truffle toothpaste. And they got hot sauce, so if you need some hot sauce to go with your truffles. I can't remember if they have. Are they missing a row of shops? Did they have more or not? I don't remember. I don't think they are, but I'm not sure. Blown away. I guess it's a blown glass art. Some jewelry at Nearest Brooklyn. And I guess a storage shed of things. But for now, it's just garbage. Fluffy alpacas. Mr. Hood's Fables. Terry Ross jewelry. Pinky Pilots. Golf gifts. I remember that from last year. Hello. Carla, glad you're enjoying. I'm sure we'll see it multiple times this season, but at least this is the first time. Ooh, the big cheese house. Oh, they put it over here. This is good to know. This is where to get the raclette this time. They might have multiple booths. It gets pretty busy as the winter season hits, so they might have multiple booths eventually. We'll see. A nice little holiday display in October. I wonder if it'll get more holiday as time goes on. But they still have, I bet they're all affiliated. The Cheese Wheel Pasta and the Baked Cheese House. I wonder, there's got to be some collusion, right? Where do they get the cheese? The skating rink is open as well, yes, as of noon. Toasty Land. Tamales. Nice. And burritos, too. A snack shop, but it's I don't know, they have a little bit more food out here, which is nice. And then dumplings. Very good. Ooh, the Red Hook Lobster Fountain. Were these guys here last year? I don't know that Red Hook with lobster cones. Yeah, I'm not sure that this place has ever been at the Winter Village. But this is intriguing. Red Hook Lobster Pound is here as well. I'm gonna have to come back for that one. Loca Madres, hot chocolate, hot donuts. I can't answer that phone right now. All right, sorry. Just need to make sure I respond. Okay. Barsky, Luma Home. Gone to the dogs.
I don't have a pet though.
And this is where the usual staples are: breads, bakery, waffles, and dinges. Over here, 3 angels, not angles. Let me catch up on chat, see what I've missed. Stay on the corner here. Bear in the Garden is gifted a membership. I missed that. Thank you for another membership gifting, and welcome to Carla.
Just switching around.
Yeah, but it's the apartment state.
Patches and pins, Doviana. Natchy. Okay, did I miss? I missed some things I think over here. So we got to go back a little bit to make sure we do a full spin around. How come this is all behind? There we go. Lace jack press. Ooh, and ties and bow ties, socks. Lord Luz. Brooklyn Woke Vintage. Factory. Aleja Avila. Yeah, I think the skating rink is still free if you bring your own skates. So that's still a thing.
It was fun.
Where was that, let's see, we have more leather. Amazing, ooh, cool designs at the Amazing Giraffe. Fun shirts, French York. Gabriela Ceballos. Jewelry and things. Sapphire Glow. Peaceful Stone Lights is closed right now for maybe a bathroom break. I don't know. So I think we walked up this aisle, but we didn't catch the middle booths yet. Kuma's in Japan. Is he live right now? It will be very early in the morning there, right? Or late at night. But I guess in terms of his St. Petersburg collections, his body clock might still be more local. Will they accept snowshoes? I doubt it.
Gdzie jest?
So let's go back and check out the food area. 5:20 in Japan. Oh. 13 hours, huh? Oh, I still have noise suppression on. I forgot about that, but I guess that's fine in case any music came out of nowhere. So over here, in the past, they've had a bar on the corner, but right now it's just a seating area. No bar. Unclear if they'll have one. I don't remember if they always had it right away. Wobbles and Ninjas needs a second booth just in case. Greek Kukli Crispy chick. Rita's favorites, churros and empanadas. Nice. Home frite. The donuttery. A lot of these did have presence in prior years. Lazy Dog, Casa Toscana, Bao by Kaya. And a skating rink, which is actually not Zamboni'd right now. Nobody really out here in shorts and a t-shirt like me. I do have a vest on, but I'm just trying to see if no, there's a couple of folks on the ring, at least in tank tops, but no shorts anyway. Sean M324, hello. We'll go down to the south end of the park now and see what's up there. Because that's usually where the raclette place is. But this time, they have a booth on the north end. They might have more than one. They get super busy during the holiday season, so we'll see. Yeah, they're still setting up. Look, I don't know if they technically didn't make it or if this is just as intended to be later. Usually the cheese place is like right around here. I guess let's walk up the first aisle and we'll cover our ground that way. All right, let me turn off noise suppression. I don't hear any music right now. Ride a Zamboni at least once. I imagine that's not super easy, considering, like, most Zambonis are like one-person operations, right? How many of them can have like a second passenger, a shotgun? Empanadas, meatballs. You found me on the Bryant Park ring. Yeah, I wasn't lying about wearing shorts and a t-shirt. Andrew Horton, hello. They will have Stroop waffles. Proves I'm real. Amazing. Noodles, Cafe Toscana, spud potato. They definitely have potatoes. Oh, and Gnocchi on 9th has a booth here this year. They got really popular online. A few years ago now, they really blew up. For decently priced pasta in the East Village, or gnocchi technically, I guess that's potato based, right? And then the carousel, of course. I hope that carousel music wasn't copyrighted. Right now, there's a total of 1, 2, and a parent. So 2 riders on the carousel at the moment. This will get busier as time picks up.
I'm not risking it.
All right. Keep going this way. The last crumb. Cookies. Jewelry. More jewelry. Bags made in Italy. Yeah, they tried to make like some Avengers theme level music at the carousel. But yes, hello Justine. Sorry if I'm distracted. Trying to coordinate things with people at the same time. I think it's settled down for now, so we should be okay. All right, we didn't fully capture this area yet, right? No, not yet. Okay, what do they have over here? Oh, Strawberro. It's just cups of strawberries with different toppings and like sauces inside, sweet sauces. They've turned a Dubai chocolate version on here as well. A chocolate store with fun little gift boxes. I think these things are like all made of chocolate. They have like a whole toolkit over here.
I can't lie to you.
They have the actual Bryant Park shop here with gifts and things. This is the info booth now. We need a 360 camera? Yeah, one of these days I'll come back here and do a 360 because I think my 360 camera right now does much better with low light footage. So I think we ought to do that. If they had a booth just for martinis, it will be a hit. Well, right now they do have a booth for sangria all the way on the east end of the park, in the middle, kind of like exactly where we are right now. But, the music. Let's go noise suppression for a little bit. Yeah, so they have a sangria booth over there. I'm telling Bagels and Walks John to go there. Make sure he does not leave without a sangria. Telemundo is here. They're about to report on the opening of Winter Village. Although I don't know how they're structuring it, because it's kind of far away from the camera, unless she's trying to be inside the footage. So we may or may not be on Telemundo now. All right, music down. Gordon Memse is on Twitch now. The silly puppets they have here. Like ventriloquism, potentially. Santa's Workshop is here. I don't know if they stole Santa's designs or if this is a sanctioned Santa's Workshop. We better check the papers, make sure it's all above board. Don't know for sure. And then I think we walked all this. Yeah, we walked both of these aisles. But we didn't see soap for sinners. Also, I didn't see those other... Oh no, they're over there. They're here. The folks that have kind of naughty versions of famous characters. They were at Comic-Con also, I think, the workroom. But they have fun images. If you ever need to see Aladdin playing soccer with a definitive whatever. The hot chocolate kettle spot. They have so many little chocolate areas. I don't even know. I might have missed things. NYC subway 1980s with shirts and art and hats and things as it pertains to 1980s subway experiences. Not the sandwich shop, which I don't even know if it was around in the 80s. Probably not. Okay, let's go back. I think we've covered all of the aisles and shops at this point. No, not all of them. I don't think I saw Metal Park yet, so we have to do the little area right in the middle by the fountain off to 41st Street, so we gotta go back. We gotta go back there. Does Santa offer internships?
I saw this.
I guess if you try to show up at the North Pole, you know how sometimes people try to get their foot in the door just by being there? Maybe you could try that, though. That's a risk. You might freeze and become a permanent fixture of the North Pole. At least until the next ice age. Or next global warming event. Sorry, not ice age. You'd stay there longer in the ice age.
Very particular.
All right. Okay, Metal Park is here. Okay, great. Missed them again. I want to make sure I caught them on the inaugural walk about the Winter Village. They got the Pook place. I think Action Kid bought a hat from them one year. Then they got some more hot sauce. Hot sauce areas. Cocoa Cabin on the left with hot chocolate and funnel cakes, as well as marshmallow cookie sticks. Ovelia Greek Comforts from Astoria. Pickle Me Pete with pickles. And here's Metal Park. No, it's the same size booth. Actually, this looks a little wider than prior years. A little more comfortable. But they got really cool designs using metal. They even got Mario over there. Wall-E. A lot of aliens. Darth Vader's up there too. Some Transformers. It's cool stuff. Andrew Horton, 32 months of membership. North Pole is here as well. Did I miss anything on the other side behind us? We'll check. Andrew Horton is Gordon Ramsay, we must not forget. Was there anything back here? Oh, there is another one. There's a Filipino food spot. Nice. I don't know that they've been here in prior years, but they got street food skewers, carinderia. Cool. And then they got Mama's Chicken Shack. Chicken sandwiches and dumplings. Okay, now I think we covered it all. Right? Did I go all the way to this side? I don't remember now. Might as well go finish it up over here, just in case. Because we might not have hit this spot. Or when I was distracted, I might have forgotten. Wow, 5th and Madison has a huge booth. They have a whole department store here. Mr. Ellie Pooh with another huge booth, ornaments, maybe some kids stuff. Bebo Designs with jewelry. And then kind of a sad booth all by itself, book page art. I imagine if they're at least attached to each other, it's kind of like townhomes where the heat kind of is better kept in nearby booths. Herbs Fit Life, The Picnic Day. So we did miss some stuff. Well, pad thai is Thai food. I'm assuming that was a joke. Breezy Hill Orchard with cider and stuff. And donuts too. Yeah, we missed some of this. Oh yeah, because we walked down that side, but not this side. Okay. All right, this will finish it off. Another gift shop, World Gifts. Honeygrams. A lot of honey-related paraphernalia. Joe's Coffee's always here. So I don't know that they had restrooms officially here prior years for like everyone to use. Does anyone know for sure? But they are open from 8 to 10, 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. So that's good to know. However, I don't know what the structure is like. Oh, it's kind of like the restroom at the other end of the park. They have someone there managing the ingress. So it seems like everyone gets to go in, which is good and bad. Because if you can use a urinal and you have to wait for a stall, a booth, you know, that's kind of an unfortunate situation. RJ's always fighting Nightbot. Have a good one. Were there any records broken? No, it was the third and fourth fastest walks. Well, we got pancakes, Gunther's with soup, and then the Whoopie Company. On this side, empanadas, curds, cheese curds, and Frida's favorites. We got cheese curds for Bagels and Wok Shun. Yes, the carousel is running and has plenty of open seats. Giant cats and small horses and thing. Mystic Masala is over here. Crepe Cafe. German bratwurst. They've been here before too. They got a nice big booth as well. They got a whole like industrial fridge back there. But I don't know. Do they have a window on this side? Yeah, they do. This is where you could really see the bratwurst. It's good stuff. How's it going? Cheesesteaks. Oh, by the truffleist. Interesting. Because I thought we saw another truffle-related shop. Wow, we got Birria from the Lower East Side, tacos. 4x4 burger. What 4x4 burger means to me is you would get 4 patties and 4 slices of cheese. I don't think that it means that in this case. But to me, a 4x4 burger is a quad-stacked burger. I think that, oh yeah, the Truffleist has a big presence here. They have pizza by the Truffleist, cheesesteaks by the Truffleist. I don't know, can they do things that well if they have all these different things? Petisco Brazuca, more Brazilian empanadas. And then we have down the chimney. I love the inside of that shop. It's very rustic in there. I like that a lot. This place is called 12 Chairs. Build your own pita bowl, falafel. All right, cool. So I think that covers it. Yeah, okay, now we're definitely done. Kuma is in Osaka and he'll walk from Kyoto to Tokyo. I don't know why I used eyes, but interesting. Yeah, he's just gonna walk all of Japan. I hope he does Fuji. I don't know if you can live stream Fuji though. But Fuji's fun to climb, especially if you can get to the summit and watch the sunrise. We didn't make it, when we got up there, it was too late to do anything, and they said it's too dangerous to go down, so you really should stay somewhere. But the top hut was full. There were no more beds available. People reserved those like in advance to be able to stay overnight up there and wake up for the sunrise. So we had to hike back down in the dark and stay at the second to highest station. And they only took cash, and I was saving all this cash that I had until I don't really buy souvenirs, so it seems like it was all for that moment to pay for 3 people. I'm using Princess K. I'm using the DJI Osmo Pocket 3 in webcam mode on a Bella box. BELABOX.net is the website you can go to read more. But yes, I can see it. All right, let's go through the skating rink again area, and then we'll head out of here. Might as well stop by Rockefeller Times Square as well to do the full swing around. But yes, I can see the chat on Twitch, YouTube, and Kick. We are also live on Rumble, I think, but we don't talk about Rumble. Sometimes I'm distracted though, so if I miss it, that's my fault. But technically I can see it all if I'm looking at the right time. But yeah, Bagels Walk Sean better get a sangria. You better get 12. You know, because if he comes today to the village and he gets 12, that should last until tomorrow when he comes back. So make sure you get 12, and then when you're back tomorrow, you can get another dozen. Any kickbots yet? No, not really. There's 3 people on Kick right now, I think. Origin Story saw me in the live cam, walking around with my neck cranked all the way down. I gotta keep my posture up and not like hunch over with my neck. Oh, the music's pretty loud now. Let's go noise suppression mode. We're using OBS's native noise suppression in the app. So I'm using an OBS WebSockets connection so I can make those kinds of adjustments on the fly when WebSockets doesn't want to be disconnected. But the lodge is here. Everyone's enjoying some beverages. Some people are still clacking away for those end-of-week emails. Right. And yeah, we walked by these food shops already. The small drone. If you're talking about like I think is it the I don't remember exactly which one's the Nano, but you can even like support FPV goggles. But on its own, it's super cheap, and it can be gesture controlled, which is kind of cool. Did the Pocket 3 come down in price? Well, I have my backup just in case at this point. We're prepared for if there are any other tariffs or bans or whatever. The shop owner was not impressed. I think folks in Japan are a little wary of live streaming in that sense because of some of the disruptors that have been around doing that kind of stuff. You know, there's the few who ruin it for the many, and I don't know how it goes over there at this point, but there might be a stigma if I had to guess. Dog food, I don't know the exact prices, but if you have your own ice skates, you could go for free. So you just have to have your own skates. And it's from October 24th to March 1st. So this is a little different. Holiday shops, food and gifts is only until January 4th. It wasn't like that before. They kept the shops open longer, so I'm kind of curious what's going to happen. Are they really going to shut down most of these huts, or am I misinterpreting what that means? This watch is a little too tight. It's like choking my wrist. All right. think it's 20 ticks. Every time I hear that clicking, I say a different number of little tick sounds. But oh no, Andrew Gordon Memsey has wanted me to do Christopher Walken talking about the Christmas market. Andrew, I mean, come on. I knew it was going to open today on the 24th of October. And so far, it doesn't disappoint. All right, that's as good as I can do for now. It gets worse as I go. It only starts out good. Or not, it starts out passable if you're inebriated. Carrie, we are in Bryant Park in Manhattan, in New York, around 42nd Street, 6th Avenue, and that's the Winter Village by Bank of America. I guess we're going left. Stop by Planet Hollywood.
All right. You too.
Noise suppression still on? Noise suppression is now off. Thank you. Taken care of. I missed Joss Dean. Thank you for the $10 PayPal. I don't know. Should I take this? I'm curious. One second. Hello? Oh. I don't hear anything. What is this? For whatever reason, Justine's PayPal triggered some sort of a weird PayPal thing. Oh, I don't know. It seems strange. Okay. I'll have to see what it's about. Weird. Anyway, Planet Hollywood's coming up. They have a whole red carpet thing set up if you want a photo. But, yeah. I bet they're going to close down again eventually. I'll have to do that later. All right, whatever. Christopher Walken's not a tech guy, uses limited technology. I'm not surprised. As a Canadian, you love my accent? I don't even know what this is anymore. I think it's like a neutral TV news anchor type accent these days. But who knows? I might not be self-aware enough to understand it. Oh, Carrie, you were here in 2001. Wow. And you're planning a trip? Yeah, lots has changed for sure. That's the constant of New York City, change. So, you know, people are always saying, it's not like how it was before. It's never going to be. Nor should it be. I also think people tend to look at days of old through rose-colored glasses. You know, the nostalgia has a strong effect on how you perceive things and remember things. Now, those are some good-looking churros. He's never owned a cell phone. Interesting. I mean, he's missing out on a couple things there. I think it's kind of nice to have the entire access to all of human knowledge through a little rectangle in your pocket. It's kind of, yeah. I think it's nice to have that. Well, Cool Monster's been simultaneously streaming vertical and horizontal portrait and landscape, which is a cool idea to do. That way you can see both versions, and depending on what device you're on. The only issue with it is I think it's cropping in the portrait mode, but I mean, hey, it's still kind of cool. That way you get a full screen picture if you're watching in like the portrait cell phone version. Geradical with a $5 super sticker. Thank you for that support. Geradical, appreciate it.
Like, think about
Times Square is pretty busy today. I don't know if it's Friday or it's because it's Friday or just being rush hour. But not everyone here seems like they're heading to the trains. Day one of Bridge Stats was a lot easier. I'm sure it was. A lot less stats. John has been here in 1985. A lot has changed, absolutely. Time and place, maybe. For sure, I mean, everything's always different. It's hard to look objectively at the past. If only he will use it for knowledge, yeah. It would be impressive. Unfortunately, some of the people that also use it for knowledge don't know how to read papers, and they'll find like the one article on the 37th page of Bing that supports what they believe, but disregard that it's on the 37th page of Bing. You know, you get 12,000 articles that say it's one thing, and you find one article that says another from a non-credible source. Yeah, you got folks who function like that too. So unfortunately, there's a whole it's a whole spectrum. Oh no, Mario's head is spinning. Uh-oh, I don't know how this music. I have a feeling this music's going to be trouble. So I don't want to lose the first day of Bryant Park. So we're gonna noise suppress as much as possible. The concern at this point isn't demonetization, it's more that we can actually lose the stream. If the wrong copyrighted song plays, they can disable appearing in certain countries. Ambrose's newspaper comes from The Onion. I think eventually things from The Onion start coming true. Which is one of my favorite things about The Onion, and this is no longer about The Onion, is that there's another news source that posts real articles that are so unbelievable. The name of the website is not The Onion. But supposedly the articles or stories are true. But it's just so ridiculous that they had to clarify, this is not a fake Onion article. This is life. It's a funny situation. Okay, let's turn off noise suppression again. Erie was just here in August, going to come in December. Nice. It's definitely a big change in the, I don't know if it looks like an iPhone Air, an atmosphere between August and December, for sure. All right, I'll wait to cross here. Lion King's over there. New York Post. New York Post, they post their own stuff. But at least it's usually somewhat real.
You're right.
I don't know what that was, or why that guy was running across the street like that. But it was not safe how he did it. Could have been hit. All right. Let's see what's going on over here. Nope. Got an immediate stoppage. Julio R, hello. I wonder if any of the CD guys are out. We do have a Disney store here, right in front of where all the Temu Disney characters hang out. Usually when there's a strong tourist presence, there's also a strong scam presence. Jimbo can't live like this. Not sure exactly what you mean. but at least you're here virtually.
Might like that.
I can't live with capitalizing every word without punctuation, so that's me, but I passed the CD guy. Somebody did try to hand me something, but I immediately, I don't know, I give like the disgusted face. I'm not interested in any of that stuff. I just don't take anything anymore from anybody in the street. I don't really care what it is at this point. I just don't want it. I don't want a pamphlet. I'm just going to throw it out. I just don't want it. Might as well not waste it on me and give it to the next person. No, I think this is pretty normal. Did you see how crazy it was on the bridge this morning? I think there's a lot of visitors in New York right now. I don't know if October has some sort of other international places with holidays, but I finally downgraded my Sapphire Reserve card, so that has happened. We've seen the art installation here a couple of times already, so I sometimes forget to highlight it again, but Yvette Mayorga. The ticket stairs are here. Another iconic spot in Times Square. Sometimes they put up holiday shops on the next block. Olive Garden back here sells. I don't know if that's part of their restaurant above, in between the two signs, these windows. But they also sell New Year's tickets. So you can watch from the Olive Garden and have like unlimited food and drink. Nasty, man. Was I the one that came in here making comments as if everyone else is crazy for being here? Jimbo Indy, unbelievable. Like, how did you expect people to react to your messages? Bryant, happy Friday in Scotland. Well, that person ran a red light and Paul just smoking the ganja. Babalu, glad you're enjoying. I mean, there's a lot of theaters around here. I'm just kind of heading towards Rockefeller now. If someone handed Will a Reese's Oreo shake, you'd take it. Yeah, maybe. Well, you wonder what they put in there. They're hanging out for free. Cynical much am I? Maybe. Auntie C is back. Good to see you. Yes, CBT. Yes, I did. No, it's definitely gotten tougher to have to cross one-way streets. They do go in multiple directions, and it can get a little dangerous. But it is what it is. Oh my goodness. Noise suppression. I don't know if these like officially sanctioned 360 Times Square guys, but all right. Time check 5:01. Okay, not bad. Brian's coming. Awesome. Hope you enjoy. I hope you're able to come back into the stream once you're done with your visit and tell us what you liked, what you didn't like. All right. I want to make my way right now. You got beeping. You got booping. Super dry is here. Did that person leave already? Well, at least they only came in for a second and didn't keep spouting nonsense. What's a gentleman's club? Uh-oh. One Times Square was in November? Nice. They kept saying opening this fall, but I didn't know it had an official date already. That's great. Well, that doesn't sound like a date, sounds like a month. But yeah, November's still technically the fall. If we want to get technical about it. Cheers, Brian. We're excited for your trip. We just wanted to complain. Yeah, it's very telling about a person who comes into a live stream about a place they don't like. Their initial comment is negative, and then they get mad when you call them out. Like, it says a lot about their own character and how pleasant they are potentially to deal with on a day-to-day basis. It's just, it's one of those things. This is not busy right now. I found a street that's pretty light right now. We'll see what Rockefeller looks like in the skating rink down there. Actually, the winter shops, the winter village was not that busy either. That place becomes quite Sardini, a little packed when it gets closer to the true holidays. What's the complaints process? I mean, there's no official complaints process. You can have, of course, voice a negative opinion. You can voice any opinion. You just might get, I'm not going to ban you for an opinion either. But there's also ways to phrase things, right? Phrasing matters. Anyway. Oh yeah, you're changing clocks this Sunday? Well, I think ours are only changing next week. Isn't there usually a 2-week period between our clock shifts? I think it's only 1 week this time, if I'm remembering correctly. I would never even know about this if it weren't for these streams. Proper phrasing matters, PPM, permanent pacemaker. Not everyone can have spot-on opinions 100% of the time like Hal. Oh, this person's just plowing right through people trying to cross the street. Oof. Big oof. The big oofs all around. Oh, hey, the Radio City tree is there. It's just not lit up yet. But the balls aren't here yet. The balls are still pending. We're pending balls. We're getting blue balled here. All right. No, but the tree is up. Just no lights yet. All right, let's cross. Oh, everyone's being extra safe, plowing through the pedestrian crosswalk on their e-bikes. I'm not sure how to read your name, Trickenst, but thanks for the follow. I appreciate that. On Twitch. It's way too early for the balls. It's never too early for balls. No. Glad you're enjoying, Jim.
I was thinking, what would you do?
I don't know. All right, let's go left. Oh yeah, a little Italy mini cafe. So it's not like the full Italy grocery store at Madison Square Park, but there is a cafe here. They got paninis, pizzas, gelato. They got the stuff. I don't think I realized Simon & Schuster is here. Uh-oh, I hear music from Greece, and it's very loud. Apata, I hear Apata as well. All right. Where is that? Why is that Greece? Oh, it's probably pedicab. All right, we're gonna have to go noise suppression soon. That song ended. Oh, there it is. Okay, we gotta be careful here. Staying alive. We gotta stay alive here. Oh, oh. Oh. They got service problems. Okay. Hopefully we're far away now. That change the song.
We can just go.
Up. We're going harder now. All the basketballs are gone. Hey, they got some sort of blue flags up. I'm not sure what this indicates, but it's here. You gotta be careful with the music. Oh, that guy's rolling through. Probably shouldn't be. Yes, it was Metallica. Metallica. Okay, music is playing. I'm going noise suppression for a little while. I've not made any music recently, unfortunately. So where we're standing here is around where the tree is going to be. It may be over here. They do have a little spot for it, so I think it's going to be over here. All right, what's going on at the skating rink here? Do they have things covered up here? SNL list is shown there. Ooh, those look nice. Those look tasty. Yeah, and I've been there once. Almost was there twice. It's only there once. Yeah, here's the skating rink here. This one's brought to you by Chase, it seems. Brought to you by Chase. That's what it says in the middle of the ice anyway. Is William D'Angelo heading home? Welcome back home, William D'Angelo. Glad you're back. Hey, is Quacky Snacks back? With a €12 super chat? Quacky Snacks, it's been a little while, I feel like. Good to see you again, and thank you for that support, Quacky Snacks. Gotta make it through the bottleneck. Ooh, they got Wi-Fi. Cisco. I want to check to see the progress on Saks Fifth Avenue. Oh, we got a... All right, yeah, let's check Saks. See if the noses have evolved. I keep saying like they put a bunch of noses on the facade of Saks Fifth Avenue. We'll see what it turns out into as the holiday display gets built. But for now, it just looks like noses to me. I know it's not noses, but some of those just look like noses. All right, it's a little quieter here, the music. William, good evening. Yeah, it looks exactly like that, Ambrose. Like, you know, not the symmetrical ones, but well, vertically symmetrical, but the other ones, you know what ones I mean. You know what I'm saying. The tree's coming November 8th. That's gonna be a Saturday, right? I gotta make a note of it on the calendar and make sure there's a way I can stop by there. But yeah, there's Saks Fifth Avenue. Like, I hope this means that they're actually gonna be putting out more stuff. I see the other lights on top now, they're up there, but I don't know if it's gonna be as robust as it was that one year in 2020 when we started really doing these streams and YouTube gave it a big push. Okay, this music's gonna get us too. Is there a way to like randomly connect to these Bluetooth speakers and like make it stop? I'm just curious. St. Patrick's on the right. Unfortunately, it's probably not in pairing mode. It would be kind of funny to be able to connect to these. It's probably so loud that I can't. All right. I'm gonna give up on that. All right, I think he's past us now. We can. I'll just wait. All right, here we go. St. Patrick's probably pretty busy right now too. Atlas on the left. But everyone's doing the photo ops here. You can see inside because the front doors are open even though the plexiglass is closed. Chris Bates is here. That's right, Julio, we were just there. We captured opening day at the Winter Village at Bryant Park. As it was brought to you by BOFA. These Antiseptic Topics is here with a bottle of pumpkin spice liqueur. Share the wealth. Relative Rob, hello. Got an awesome beard. I don't know what the rules are for bikes in the bus lane. They might technically not be allowed. I'm just not 100% sure on that. Yeah, the days are shrinking lengthwise, regardless of our time change, which for us is happening next week. We got to fall back, as they say. Tough one on the lights here. Oh. The people have made the decision for the cars. How do you enforce small infractions? It's not easy. Yeah, unfortunately, I think there's a lot of things that we do as humans that have become like ritualistic at this point. And this time change thing is just something that's just so everyone's so used to now. They're expecting it. Aren't there actual studies and data on how it impacts like safety, driving safety, especially when people lose an hour of sleep? I don't know. I think there's some data to back up how it's not really helpful. I mean, back when it was first implemented, people weren't really driving this much, right? Definitely weren't going 60 miles an hour or faster on their horses. The horn was an A flat. I don't have perfect pitch, so I couldn't tell you, but impressive. Oh yeah, I don't know. Like, it's not just that there's a lot of tourists. There's like a lot of tourists with kids and stuff. So I don't know if there's other international holidays I'm not aware of that are happening at the end of this month. Are bridge stats and animals a ritual now? I think they might be. You know what I wish they did here at Microsoft? I wish they put up one of those old screensavers like pipes. Maybe on April Fools, and just had it, just had that there. Like also have it boot up like Windows 3.1 or 3.11, Windows for work groups. and then show the pipe screensaver. I would enjoy that very much. And then the Apple Store should do that with the toasters. I don't know if that was an official. I think it was from After Dark. That might have been a third-party company that did those, but everyone seemed to have it. I don't know if that was natively on all Maccles. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, Chris. If either everybody should change them, the time all at the same time on the same day in the same. Everyone does it, or nobody. Because when you got people or places changing it but not others, then it just makes it worse, especially in this international society, now that we communicate regularly with other folks from other time zones. But yeah, we bring this up a lot. A blue screen on April 1st? Ooh. That's a tight turn. Time changes hard. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Even if it is anecdotal evidence, still not helpful. I think in the long run. Disconnected from that. Noonie NY, thanks for the follow on Twitch. Chris is the control group. Like, yeah, when you're in a place that has no time change, but you're affected by it because everyone else in your meetings is from another time zone, you're effectively dealing with a time change anyway, so it doesn't even make any sense anymore. You still have to shift your entire day by an hour to accommodate everyone else, right? Because you're in the minority now. So I think it's even worse. I wanted to see if they made any different progress on the Louis Vuitton building. What is this car doing? It looks like it's the same. I'm hoping they get rid of the scaffolding down there, though. So listen to Global. I am here somehow. All your meetings have to be in the attendees time zone. See? You might not have to do it, but you're essentially doing it anyway. Your whole day is shifted by an hour. We're at a bottleneck here. All the cars there are rerouted from around the Trump Tower because the street is closed. Fancier scaffolding here over Prada. Super tall, very unobtrusive, whatever, you know what I mean. The Louis Vuitton building should always be a stack of luggage, right? It's very nice. I know it's supposed to be like, when they do the unveiling, it better be big. Like they're gonna have to like blow it off the facade or something. It's like a Michael Bay movie to expose the new building. It better be the most amazing reveal ever. Yeah, that's... Say what you will about whoever owns the building, but the corner with the trees on the side are very nice. I like the little trees on the terraces over there. It's like a line here. Rebel, hello. Oh, lights changed. Whoa, that was very unsafe. I ran the red and ran it quite quickly, almost into people. Where's that person who gets mad at me about, mind your own business, you shouldn't pay attention? Hey, OJ Sampson, hello. Yeah, right. And it's such topics that the LV building reveal must be amazing or else. Or else. Or else what? Exactly. All right. It's funny because the way the building is dressed up, after like the buzz around it went away, it started becoming like a post online. It's like, is this AI? Is this building AI generated? Is this even real? It's really funny to me that we've come that far. Oh, lights changing. There we go. So here's Grand Army Plaza South. I don't know. I don't see it being done in time for the holidays. If you just look at the fountain, it's still quite torn up. The trees are back. The sidewalk looks almost done, but I think there's still work that needs to be done on it. We should walk down Park Avenue, I think. Yeah, let me wait to cross here. Here's the Apple Store. I never noticed that the pillars of the scaffolding have a bunch of lighting on them. I guess right now it's still the iPhone 17 gradient a little bit. Oof. Nick Tassi got heckled for looking at your phone while walking. It is a bit of an art form, but you get better at it maybe. Yeah, I hope the Pulitzer Fountain reopens soon. They always have a nice Christmas display, but I don't know that we're going to have one this year. The Bergdorf Goodman's men's store is here. They wouldn't even let me in there. They're like, where do you buy your clothes? Amazon. Or whatever I'm given to for free. Whatever I'm given for free. Liberty, I see Liberty Bagels making some lists. I don't know if it deserves to be on them or not. I haven't tried it myself. Yeah, the new phones are all very nice. I'm curious what the new Samsung phones will be like next. Usually they come around January, February. I wonder. I'd need to play with it. If I was ever going to upgrade away from my Pixels, I would need to try the camera. And I would need to know if the spam is better filtered. Because I know that Samsung phones are getting more and more of the Google AI features these days. But like, I don't want to see any Bixby. I can't have Bixby in there. I don't want to see it. There should be no reference to Bixby on my phones. Please. No Bixby. Ever. Okie dokie. Alright, they're turning left. We gotta wait a little bit. An app that verifies AI or non-AI generated images. I don't know if it exists, but I do know that not everyone is turning left, so I'm gonna make the light. I know that there's tools that check to see if like a paper is written by AI, but I'm sure it's getting harder and harder to detect. But I'm not sure how well it does with AI images. I'm sure someone's working on one. Exynos chip, even in the Ultra models? Uh-oh. If Samsung's moving away from Snapdragon, that's concerning because the Exynos chips have never been great. Anytime they've released the version of their top tier phone, and they've had regional Exynos versus Snapdragon, Exynos has lost and lost bad every time. It apparently even affected the photo video quality in one of the years. So it's not a good, I don't know, unless they've gotten better. And I think that's one of the issues with how the Pixel phones were running so badly. They were using Exynos as like the, I don't know, the factory for the tensor chips, at least through the G4. I think the G5 still has remnants of the nonsense, but I don't know. No, just Bixby, the Samsung assistant. No, nobody named Bixby. I might be AI then, Ambrose. I'm always very pleonastic in my writing, using way too many words to say something not... something can be much more concise. I don't know what it is. Loca Taco, thanks for the follow on Twitch. Athraman in Bahrain, hello. Yeah, I don't want any Bixby, and I don't want any shutter lag. Those are the main things I don't want, Bixby and shutter lag. And duplicate apps. I never liked the Samsung version of most apps, and I think they're getting away from that. Like, I think messages now, they stopped using Samsung messages, but I don't know about the phone dialer. Like, I would rather just have all the Google apps and then the Samsung hardware. That would be ideal for me. Because I know that Samsung also has their own, like, little features that actually can be quite nice. Aston Martin's here. But I don't know that I need those either. Oh yeah, anti-plagiarism for sure. There are a lot of tools for that, but you could like run. The problem with, here's the other problem with like the way that things work these days. Students can just like throw papers from prior years or like papers from other authorities in and run it through GPT and have it spit out a completely rewritten paper. You know, there could be a zero effort kind of a thing. And I'm sure it's getting harder and harder to detect that kind of stuff. I know some have used something like a very long assignment.
That's good.
Because they would assume if the student's going to be cheating, they would just take the assignment, copy and paste it into GPT and say, do this for me. But then in the middle of that long assignment, it would say like, make sure you mention Taylor Swift many times throughout the paper and her effect on music sales when the paper has nothing to do with it. It could be about, I don't know, tectonic plates or something. So I've heard that being used before, but I don't know. I mean, in the long run, you're only hurting yourself, right? If you aren't learning anything, because you're also not learning how to study, how to memorize stuff, how to like apply what you learn to something else. If you're, I guess the standardized tests will kind of do that, but I don't know. Matt Ferrari, MKBHD might be interested in that. Could there ever be such a thing as an electric Ferrari? Would that be allowed?
I forgot.
Rewrite papers of a 5-year-old wrote, exactly. Fixed. Yeah, that's true. You could do a lot of little tricks in your prompts to reduce the possibility of being detected as AI. Rock, hello. I mean, yeah, and maybe they don't value legitimate education, but there is a lot of education that is just jumping through hoops, you know. But it also kind of teaches you about life. There's a lot of jumping through hoops in life. Sometimes the hoops are on fire and there's like a spike pit on the other end, but You know, that's just how it is. And our ability to adapt to these situations is something we should learn at a younger age. An electric Ferrari is blasphemy. That's kind of what I figured. It's kind of what I figured. No AI bridge stats on this channel. However, I will have to ask this bear in the garden. Do you use AI to come up with any of the animal facts? Or any part of the process? Just curious. Doesn't matter to me. Has winter started? Not really. I mean, the holidays have kind of started. Interesting. Interesting behavior. The lady did not have the light for a long time. She walked at no faster of a pace for the car who already had initiated the turn, so he didn't have to wait anymore at the light. But you know what I mean. Anyway. Yeah, this area of Park Avenue is also very commercial. I don't think there's many apartment buildings. The Waldorf Astoria is coming up, but a lot of this really is just businesses and things. It gets a little more residential as you go north. Although south of Grand Central is a bit of a residential stretch also. Finances is true. They never taught you how to do your taxes. There's no TurboTax course. They don't tell you that if you live in New York, when you get a paycheck, half of it is going to disappear immediately to taxes. Ryan Smith, hello. Bears can't use AI. No comment. Nice. Yeah, you know, Allie, how it is these days. The Seagram building. Yeah, I should know some of these buildings better. Walks on Wall Street knows them well. Although, did he say why he doesn't do as many live streams anymore? I'm just curious. He primarily focuses on recorded videos. Arthur, have a good night. Nobody's going anywhere, so we're crossing. I think that's St. Bart's on the left. They also have like a little venue called Inside the Park at St. Bart's. Woody, thanks for the follow. Yeah, the Waldorf is on the left. Residential and hotel. Prices, I don't know. Do people... I didn't realize people still unironically like take their jackets and wear them like with the sleeves tied around the neck. Interesting. I didn't think people did that anymore, just unironically. I don't know why. Shout out Mama Sbarro. There's not enough Sbarros in the city. And the most important one is gone, the one that had the breakfast buffet. We've always wanted the Sbarro breakfast buffet for only, what, $11.49 was the price? They closed when? 2019, I believe, is what people were saying. Last time we looked it up. Matze, Heidi and Matthias, hello in Germany. Welcome. But there's the Helmsley building and then MetLife right behind it. For the holidays, the Helmsley building can light up red and green in the evenings. We'll see what they do this year. Probably the same thing. They light up the facade of the building. It's kind of nice. I'm assuming Capital One is over there at 299 Park Avenue. Can we go to the JP? Yeah, we're gonna walk right under it. But it looks like they put up more scaffolding. I thought that plaza downstairs was much more open. Let's see. We're about to walk by the JP Morgan Chase headquarters on the next block. A cause statue in this one at 280 Park Avenue. Is someone spamming? Yeah, there is somebody spamming random names in the chat. I don't get it either.
So it's like a huge precedent.
Oh, he's selling some big name stuff. Got it. Thanks, Carl, for letting me know. Ooh, they got pumpkins up here. Maybe I don't know if it's real or not. No, here's JP Morgan Chase. Looks like a little pack of cigarettes on the facade, interestingly. We made it. But they're still working on it. I mean, it's open, but they're still working on it. I don't know when they'll actually be done.
Every day is easy for me. That's all I think.
Okay, no, the plaza, it is open here. I just got fooled by the scaffolding. Yeah, look at this. JP Morgan Chase. I demand an audience with Jamie Dimon. I demand it. Satisfaction. No, I have nothing to say.
Oh, is it open?
That would be a fun video, actually buying all the fake stuff and then reviewing it. Or trying to bring, get a Rolex from the street and try to bring it into the actual Rolex store and say you want it appraised. That'll be something. Maybe we can go through Grand Central. Woody, glad you're enjoying it. Thanks for the follow. The Bagels and Walks get a sangria yet?
And I was trying to
Bagels and Walks, Bagels and Walks. We wait. Yeah, actually, well, no, the cars are about to go. Kasim, hello. It's very nice weather today. Probably could have crossed, actually.
Okay.
I did it. Like Midtown East heading into the Murray Hill area, kind of a thing. Maybe. $90 million Twitch points become me for a second. That's
I don't know why you're doing
a waste of points. Might be the world's longest crosswalk. Look how long those lines are. All right, let's go through the MetLife building and then into Grand Central. We might get some service glitches in there. Just heads up. A lot of the folks traveling through here are going to the trains coming out of Grand Central. It could be Metro North or just the subway. Daniel Magbo, happy Friday. Rock, thanks for the follow officially on Twitch. Mercury Moment's still here. Got the googly eyes. Tony, hello. All right, we may, like I said, might get glitches. Let's see. Usually happens more like this spot. I'm watching my bit rate. There's probably various businesses in the MetLife building, but I don't know exactly which ones are here. Network, hello. I wonder why the save GG bot doesn't work on Twitch. It only ever posts on Kick. Oh, a bit of a glitch there. All right, we made it into Grand Central. Ooh, the Paladinos. Actually, how do you get to Paladinos? Restaurant up on the right. Oh yeah, if you're going all the way down to Long Island Railroad, which is now available here, it's deep. It's super deep. It takes like forever to get down there. You gotta take into consideration just how long it takes to get down there. So my trick for getting there is to just go to 48th Street. Just go to 48th Street and take the elevator down. It gets you pretty close to the platforms. Gets you pretty close. Yeah, 15 minutes to get down to the platforms, right, for the Long Island Railroad. So it might be faster to just go to the 48th Street elevator and get closer to them. You still have to take a really long escalator down, at least one, but you're a little bit closer than you would have been otherwise. There's the Apple Store inside Grand Central. Glad the video sharpness is working. I lost one of my hotspots. Don't know how, don't know why. If it hadn't been for Cotton Eye Joe. Oh, they have a curtain on the left. I wonder if the... Oh, it could be the holiday shopping or squash. It's probably holiday shopping, but I don't know. Sometimes they have those shops here for the holidays. But on the right is the Grand Brasserie. Not cheap. Supposedly it's a myth, Carl Roth, about the clock being that expensive. Somebody mentioned in the chat once. They kind of decided that it might be that much, but the music here is going to be rough. Let me go noise suppression. Basic operating, thanks for the follow. Like once we get outside, it's going to get loud. The problem is the backing track. I don't know if I can undo the noise suppression because this is how loud it is, even across the street. Because it like echoes under the bridge. All right. Oh no, the Valiant Hills put up for sale on eBay. Aha! The sunset cloud sky looks cool today. That's right, the sunset cloud sky. Yeah, so behind the curtain, I don't know if they're working on the holiday shops or something else. Probably holiday shops. Oh, that other hotspot came back. Huh. I don't think I need it anymore. We gotta go soon. All right. sign out here. About to go to dinner. And then I think we're going to the Knicks game tonight, so. Oh yeah, Los Tacos Numero Uno opened up a spot here. They're always pretty busy. Like every location of this Los Tacos Numero Uno is quite busy. Every version of it. Anyway, thanks friends for joining today's stream. Let me know if there's anybody I should raid before I forget. But let me focus at least on Grand Central a little bit at MetLife. It's a pretty busy night, right, Mercury Rose, Josh? April Anonymous? All right, let's just go to April Anonymous. Let's do it. All right. Thanks again, friends, for joining. Appreciate your support. Super Chat, Super Tickets, PayPal, Patreon, memberships. Thank you. Subscribers, thank you. Not subscribers, thank you too. But if you're not subscribed and listening, do really think about it. It does help us out. Twitch friends, thanks for the follows and subs. Kick friends, thanks for hanging out. Back to YouTube, thank you for the thumbs, and thank you to the mods everywhere. I'll see you all next time, whenever that might be, probably on Monday, but it could be over the weekend, who knows? And that's about it. Have a great